Hey, what's up, YouTube? I just wanted to give you guys a little recap of how much I made last week with Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash. Now, I know a lot of people are complaining, they're talking about summer slowdown and how things are slow and there's not that many orders and the rates are bad. But, thankfully for me, I've been having a pretty good summer, and I think it's mainly due to the fact that I live in an area that has a lot of tourism, and like summer is like peak tourism season for us because there's a lot of concerts happening. Like almost every week there's like 1, 2, or even 3 concerts happening. And I guess I'm just thankful to live in an area where I'm able to still, thrive and make good money at a time when other people are struggling. But, hopefully it gets better for everyone. But let me give you guys a recap of how much I made. So if you saw my last video from the previous week, there's a Beyonce concert here, and I was able to make about 1,770 in 53.5 hours. That's gross profit, not including all my expenses. And then this week we had an even better week, and that's mainly due to the fact that there was an Ed Sheeran concert here. So Ed Sheeran had a concert at the Nissan Stadium, which, I think it was like 60,000 people or something. And whenever there's a concert at the stadium, like it's gonna be a pretty crazy weekend because a lot of people in town. So let me give you a rundown, right? With Uber, we had $493.90. With Lyft, $1,200.25. And with DoorDash, $96.50. And I also got like $65 in cash tips. $40 of that came from this couple that I picked up from the concert. So basically, like, I pulled up and I was about to pick them up from a few blocks away from the concert because I usually don't like go to the actual concert pickup zone because it's too much of a headache. What I'll do is I'll get like close enough to where, I pick up like the stragglers that are kind of like, they kind of walked a few blocks away from the concert. So I got, this ride request. I go to pick them up and I see the traffic is so bad, even a few blocks away. So I was like, I'm about to cancel this. But she sent me a text and she was like, oh, can you please like come pick us up? Like, don't cancel on us. Like, a lot of people are canceling. We'll give you a nice cash tip. And I'm like, all right, like, I don't know if they are going to give me a cash tip, but whatever. They seem like cool people. So I'll just go pick them up. So I picked them up, and as soon as I got there, they gave me a $20 cash tip. In addition to the surge that was on the trip, like there's like a $20 bonus on that trip already. So they gave me that plus the $20 surge I got. And as I'm taking them home, they're like, oh, do you mind stopping at like, Wendy's for us? And usually I don't stop on the weekends because the lines are too long and I just don't feel like wasting my time in a drive-through. But we were passing by and there's only like 1 or 2 cars in the drive-through, and they're really cool people. So I was like, all right, whatever, I'll stop. So I stopped, and they ended up tipping me an extra $20 cash for stopping. So that's like an extra 40 right there. And then they're so thankful that I stopped for them. It was only like 5 minutes. There wasn't even that many people in the line. Anyways, so I dropped them off, whatever, have a good night, take care. And I see on the app, they gave me another $29 tip on the app. So they gave me altogether, what is that? $39, $49, $69 cash tip, or $69 tip altogether. And then plus I got like $33 for the ride itself. So altogether that ride got me like $105 in an hour. So that ride definitely boosted my earnings for the week and for that night. But long story short, altogether it was an earnings of $1,855, and I only worked 50 hours and 27 minutes, which is about $36.77 an hour. Now that is gross profits, so I'm not gonna do the whole calculation of all my expenses and all that because I think it's kind of boring. People get annoyed with that, but roughly, like, I would say my expenses are anywhere from like 10 to 12%, right? Let's just do 12%. After counting for 12% expenses, I made $1,632, and my net income hourly was about $32. So definitely a successful week, and I was not able to hit 2,000 again, but I only worked 50 hours. I think it's a little unrealistic for me to, expect to hit 2,000 with only 50 hours, but still had a great week. I'm super thankful for living in an area that, it has a lot of concerts, a lot of tourism, a lot of generous people that are willing to, tip for good service and things like that. But yeah, and then next week is gonna be, I think there's another concert next week. It's like George Strait, which if you don't know country music, he's like an OG country music artist. And then Chris Stapleton is gonna be there too. And I think that's 2 nights in a row. I'm not sure if it's 1 or 2 nights, but next week should be a poppin' week too. So I'll give you guys an update on that after, I see how that goes.